Coming soon in Dubai. We promise, we deliver. BT Properties. Stay tuned. Call now 800-50-505.
When you're looking for printer cartridges,
Look up Print 3000. Experience top-notch printing solution at our location. Visit us at 5285 Tompkin Road, Mississauga, Ontario. For all your printer cartridges needs, contact Shafkat Opal at 905-267-3000 for expert assistance. Quality cartridges, reliable service. Your printing satisfaction is our priority.
Your printer requires this toner.
for good customer service, fast delivery, and unbeatable prices, you have to come to Print 3000. Hello, welcome and assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are bringing you the very first episode of this podcast, The Canadian Cricketer. And to begin with, I have one of the best in Canada with us in the studio. We will talk about why the cricketers and learning about our local heroes is so important. So let me bring you former captain of Canadian cricket team, Saad Bin Zafar, who's with us in the studio. Hey Saad, how are you?
I'm not bad. How about yourself?
So first of all, I want to thank you for taking the time out to talk to us and talk to the viewers today. We talked about cricket a lot. We talked about national teams, different teams around the world a lot. But today we are going to talk about Saad Bin Zafar. So tell me, Saad, very first question. What do you want viewers to know? Who is Saad Bin Zafar?
First of all, Salman, thank you very much for having me on the show and starting this podcast. There's not a lot of platforms out there that talk about Canadian cricket, so you have started this initiative. So I really want to congratulate you on that. Saad Bin Zafar, as you know that he's a Canadian cricketer. I've been playing cricket. I've been blessed to play for over 15 plus years for Canada. I've been in Canada for almost 20 years, and for the past, I think around 17 years, I've been playing and representing Canada. I made my debut in 2008, and for the majority of my career, for good, I think 14-15 years, I was juggling between full-time work and also playing cricket on the side. But for the past 2 years now, ever since that we have regained our ODI status, we have been given full-time contracts. So now I'm playing as a full-time professional, and that is my main job now. And but then also on the side, I have a small business and I have a dealership license. So I do buy and sell basically used cars on the side. So between the two, cricket and car dealership, that takes most of my time. So that is who Saad Bin Zafar is basically.
Saad, that's amazing to know. So viewers, if anybody needs a car from a celebrity, you can go find the celebrity and buy them from the car. Saad, on a different note, what is the name of the dealership? Because you're working there, so people can connect you from there too.
Yeah, my car dealership name is GS Autos, and I operate out of Etobicoke. So that's the name of my business.
Yeah, Saad, let's talk about you playing cricket. You mentioned you've been in Canada for 20 years. You have been playing cricket for 20 years. 2008 was your debut, which means approximately most of the time you have been in Canada. You have represented the Canadian cricket team. What was Saad doing before cricket? Like the first 3 years of, if I'm not wrong, the first 3 years. I know you were involved in club cricket. Were you a student? How did you arrive to Canada?
Yeah, so the whole family migrated to Canada, and the main purpose was for me to get good education. So when I moved to Canada, I was 17. So I got into end of grade 11. Then I did my grade 12, and then I got into the university. So I pursued a degree, and then during the course of me pursuing my degree, I was playing league cricket in Toronto.
Okay.
And
Sorry if you don't mind me asking,
yeah.
what degree did you do?
So I did bachelor's of business administration. So I did BBA.
Okay,
And
nice.
yeah, that I did from University of Toronto.
Amazing.
And yeah, during the course of me taking the degree, I was playing league cricket on the side. So in 2008, I had that opportunity and a call to represent Canada in a 4-day game against Bermuda, and that was my debut year. So I made my debut in 2008.
That's amazing. So let's jump into the cricket career. I have your stats open. Before I jump into your stats, what has been your biggest accomplishment as a cricketer so far?
I think my biggest accomplishment so far has been regaining the ODI status, and also then representing Canada and captaining Canada into the 2024 World Cup that just happened last year.
Yeah.
So if I look back in my career, I've had many good moments, but if I have to like point out one or two, I think those two would be would is something that I would consider myself as the best moments of my career.
I mean, of course, leading a team, winning to a winning game situation, and actually winning against Ireland in a World Cup, front of almost home crowd. I mean, USA is our home cricket, and leading the team, that must be amazing experience, wasn't it?
It was a very blissful kind of a experience and a moment for us. Like nobody ever thought that we would not just be beating Ireland, but beating Ireland in a platform that's like the biggest platform that's out there in cricket, which is the World Cup stage. So that was a very amazing experience.
On a lighter note, were you able to sleep that night?
To be honest, like it was just a surreal feeling, because the thing is, like, a lot of fans, not just from Canada but also all over the world, are watching the game, and then they're trying to connect with you. A lot of ex players, like the legends of the game that who you used to look up to,
Yeah.
they are probably sitting on different TV channels, so they're commenting about your game. So they are, even some of them were like sending you messages about how good you played on that day. So it was a surreal feeling, and to be honest, like it was something that did not let me sleep that night, basically.
Okay, I mean, of course, most people, well, you're from Pakistan, as you mentioned, you're born in Pakistan. Anyone who loves cricket, they have fans, and the people, celebrities of cricket. I mean, those celebrities you consider celebrity are watching you as a celebrity, so it's a big achievement. That being said, let me put you on spot and let me ask you. That is one of the best feeling, of course. What is the worst moment which cricket has given Saad Bin Zafar, and Saad was hurt? Again, something which didn't let you sleep in a negative tone.
I wouldn't say like the worst moment, but if I have to like recall one memory, in the second season of GT20 final, I was unable to finish the task, and I had a hard time batting and scoring runs, which was so different than the first year. The first year, like I was able to finish off the job and was able to pick up the man of the match award. And the second year, when a similar kind of situation came, like you get a flashback to that you might be able to do it again. But I was unable to do the task in the second year, and I found it hard. And that is one memory where like that stayed with me as sort of like a bad memory, that I could have done better and I could have like contributed in the winning cause of my team. So just because I was unable to finish the task in the second year's final, I think that I would put that as some like an unpleasant memory.
Wow, that's still something to remember. Sad, I want to talk about your stats. Maybe we can show the viewers the stats as well. Sad, this is from Crick Info. Saad Bin Zafar. Well, people know now your date of birth as well. But that being said, you have represented Canada, ICC Americas, Ontario, of course, and you played leagues around the world. When we talk about Canadian Premier League, I see two names here. If I'm not wrong, they both are from CPL, Toronto Nationals, GT20, Vancouver Knights. These are the teams which are considered professional. You must be played for a lot of different teams in tournaments around Canada and America, and I mean teams which are any professional team missing here.
Yeah, I think I also played for Muzaffarabad Tigers in Kashmir Premier League. I
KPL,
think
yeah.
that's not there. And then I recently also played
Nepal.
in Nepal League.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I played
yeah.
NPL for Lumbini Lions.
Okay.
So I think those are. And then also I played Qatar T10 back in 2019. Um, so I think that team is not there as well. So there are a few leagues and teams that are missing in ICC, but yeah, I've played for more teams than what is shown there.
All right. I am going to ask a question regarding teams, but let's talk about your stats. And I'm going to put you on spot. That which is your home team? What do you consider as a home team? I mean, professionally and club cricket. But before that, let's talk about your stats. 23 ODIs, 52 T20s. We can talk about list A's and T20s and whatnot. These are amazing numbers. I mean, someone who playing for representing a country where you have to keep playing as an associate nation and then keep getting the status back and forth, as you mentioned. Um, Canada did get the ODI status back, but there's a journey to it. What do you have to say about your stats? Are you satisfied with your career?
I mean, the career is still ongoing, so I think I'll make a comment about it once I'm done and the story is finished. But as a cricketer, you always seek, betterment, and you always want to have higher aims. So you continue the grind and continue the hard work because you want, as a national cricketer, you every time you represent your country, you want to do your best.
Right.
So I don't think at this point I will tag whether I have amazing numbers or that I'm like super satisfied or anything. I will continue to work hard, and if I can continue to improve my stats, not for myself, individual self, but if I can help Canada win games, and in the process, if I do well, so be it. But
Okay.
the mindset is for Canada to do well, basically.
So let me put it this way: does these stats show everything about Saad Bin Zafar and his cricket career?
I think the ODI games and the T20 internationals that you talk about, that kicked in recently. ODI status we got in 2023. So for the past 2 years, I've played 23 games. But before that, for the majority of my career, for almost 10 to 12 plus years, like when I was representing Canada, it would either go as list A games or it would go as other ODIs, and other ODIs are something that does not get shown on Cricinfo. So there's a lot more of stats that's missing and that's not there. So I would say just the stats alone on Cricinfo does not tell the whole story. Basically, I've played and represented Canada in many more games than what's shown on Cricinfo actually.
Okay, Saad, let me talk about when you say the stats do not represent anything. I think people who have been following you, watching you in Canadian cricket, they have seen much more than the professional cricket itself. So let me put a question as a cricketer to a cricketer: which format do you like more, T20 or ODI? Of course, I'm not going to talk about Test. We barely get to play any long-term games. But what about T20, 50 overs? And now we can talk about T10 as well.
Definitely, if I have to pick a format, I would pick ODI because it's a longer format, but it actually tests your skills, and you can plan your innings as a batsman, or there are different phases to it, but then the phases does not go away in a flash. Like in T20 it's a very fast-paced game, and then there are phases within T20 as well, but it's touch and go.
Right.
But in ODIs, you can take your time, you can build an innings, and you can see that happening while the game continues and goes on. So I personally like ODI games, but nowadays T20 is in demand, and everybody wants to see the shorter format, wants to see the more exciting games, more shots, more runs, to be played. So I guess that's the demand of today's day and age. But if I have to choose one, I think I'd go for ODIs.
All right, Saad. True all-rounder question. What does Saad like to do more? I know you're recognized as a bowler batsman, but what do you like to do more, batting or bowling?
I think I wish I was a better batsman and I could like really, contribute.
No going around the question. No going around the question. You gotta pick one.
Yeah,
Batting or bowling?
I think I would pick bowling basically.
Oh, you do. All right, Saad. Let me ask you another silly question. I remember when we were young, I've seen Saad Bin Zafar running very fast and bowling with the left arm, medium pacer. How did that change happen? How did Saad become one of the best spinner in the country from a medium pacer?
I think everything happened by accident. Even in my cricketing career, I was never meant to be a cricketer. I never thought of becoming a cricketer. There was no cricketer in my family. So everything happened by fate, and me choosing to become a spinner also happened by accident. I was a fast bowler. I broke my back. I had an injury, and
Oh, wow,
I
really?
had an injury while playing in season. So like the cricket season in Canada is short lived. It's only 4 months, and if you miss the season or if you have missed the season, then you have to wait another whole year, 8-9 months to play cricket again, basically outdoors. So I had 2 years back to back. I had back injury as a fast bowler, and then there came a point where like I was not fully fit to bowl fast, but I was half fit to bowl spin and still play. So I didn't really want to miss my season, so I decided to bowl spin to just play cricket.
I would just like to add, viewers, that Saad is being very humble. I've seen many fast bowlers who have tried to go to spin. They're not even good enough to be able to bowl in the club games, and that includes myself. And I'm being very honest and candid here. So you were talented. There has to be a talent, because if it was that easy, any fast bowler could become a spinner. I don't think that's the case. Do you think it's the cricket knowledge and cricket brain which helped you a lot?
Yeah, I think cricket knowledge and cricket brain developed over time, because back in the days, I was blessed to be around those people like who wanted to play cricket full time. So I lived, back in the days, in my university days, I had an opportunity to live with Rizwan Cheema, and Rizwan Cheema back in the days was the biggest, batsman and the most hard
One of the hardest hitting batting.
And so I was around him. So we were playing all kind of cricket. We were playing tape ball at night time during the weekends. Friday to Sunday.
Remember those days?
Yeah, and then we would have league games, 50 overs, and before that we'll have a T20 game happening in the morning as well. So it was cricket 24/7.
Right.
So I was just around those people, like good set of people, and so I picked up the game just by playing, tons and tons of cricket, all kind of formats. So I think it was that, plus a bit of talent that I was able to grasp on new skills within cricket quicker.
That comes with the athleticism you have. All right, Sat, we are running out of time. I have a lot of questions, so let's keep so I'm going to ask you short questions, short answers. First of all, when we were talking about the teams on your profile, I asked a question. I'm going to throw it your way. What team, club makes Saad feel like that's my home team? Let's talk about professionally and then club cricket.
Professionally, now like in GD20, I would say Toronto Nationals. I've played for them for past 2 years, and this year we won the championship as well. So I would say like Toronto Nationals would be one of the teams as in league cricket, and in normal cricket, Canada. I'm representing Canada, and
what about club cricket?
Given me everything.
Local club cricket. I'm talking about Toronto, because you play a lot of cricket.
Yeah, local club cricket. I would say I've been playing for JV Masters for like many years now, almost like 7-8 years now. So I think that's my local club that I play for.
I'm going to hit the memory lane. I'm going to remind you of one club which was very difficult to beat in their time, Popeyes. Do you think if you had the opportunity to go back and play for Popeyes, would you, or would you stick with the current clubs? Not putting anyone down, but
no, definitely. Popeyes Cricket Club is a great memory, and I wish it never ended.
Yeah.
And we had a great team, and Rizwan Bhai was our captain, and the way he led the team, and he put a team in a position where everybody around GTA used to talk about PCB, and we became like the talk of the town, where like PCB cannot lose to any teams, and if ever like here and there we would lose, like people would ask, how did you guys end up losing the game? It was so
Exactly, I remember.
competitive. And
I remember. And by the way, when he's saying PCB, he's not saying Pakistan Cricket Board. He's talking about Powerhouse
yeah,
Cricket. Yeah. All right, Sad. To rapid fire question, you have to answer very quickly. Who is a batsman Saad loves to bowl to? And I'm talking about club cricket, not international cricket.
Club cricket, like I would say, like local club cricket.
Yes.
So again, I would say Rizwan Chima's name, because I like lived with him. I played a lot of cricket with him, and like we used to have a lot of competition in the nets. I bowled.
But by I mean, you like to bowl to someone you want to bowl to and make sure that you're gonna get the wicket there.
Nitish Kumar.
Nitish Kumar. Okay, fair enough. Nitish from USA. All right. What about the worst batsman Saad doesn't want to bowl to? Saad just doesn't hate bowling to the guy. I'll give you an example. There's a few players when I'm at my best. When I was at my best, bowling to a batsman who's just blocking everything is just annoying. It gets annoying that you don't want to do anything.
I would say Aaron Johnson. Like he's a hard-hitting batsman, and he smashes most.
Same questions for in a broader picture, international arena. The best batsman you want to like, the batsman you love to bowl to.
Kohli, Virat Kohli.
You would love to bowl to him.
Yeah.
And the worst batsman you don't want to bowl to him.
I would say like Shahid Afridi. Like I had an opportunity to bowl to him and got his wicket on the first ball. That was like I got lucky that way, but the amount of pressure he put me in while I was bowling to him was just immense, and I wouldn't want to bowl to him.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed that you getting him LBW is part of your intro video today.
Yeah, I think that's good to know, because it is one of the highlights of my career as well. So yeah, that was a great moment. Basically.
Who does Saad Bin Zafar hate to bat against in Canada? Within Canada,
I would say Sana Kaleem or Jeremy Gordon. Both are a very pacey and skillful bowler, and it's not easy to bat against them.
Who does Saad love to bat against and wants to hit them for 5 sixes or 6 sixes and over? Not literally. I mean, who Saad feels confident enough to play around the park.
I think generally as a lefty, a left-arm spinner is relatively easier to play. So, in Canadian team, we have Shahid Ahmed Zai or Parveen Kumar. Like because they're lefty, it's easier for me to play and hit them. So I love
both of them. Both of them are very high number of wickets in King City in T&D cricket. We play together.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Saad. Thank you so much for joining today. Few non-cricketing questions. I'm going to take 2 names. Pick one. Who does Saad like more, Bollywood or Hollywood?
I would say Bollywood.
All right, so let's jump into Bollywood. Who does Saad like more, Katrina Kaif or Madhuri Dixit?
Katrina Kaif.
Okay. Who does Saad can relate to more, Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan?
I think Salman Khan.
All right. Let me just mix a little bit of Bollywood with cricket. So let's talk about India and Pakistan because that's cricket. So there's a lot of debate between Babar Azam and Virat Kohli. Who would Saad rate higher to bowl against, Babar or Virat?
I am a big admirer of Virat Kohli. So if I have to pick one, I think it would be Virat Kohli.
I think we're on the same page now. This is one of the toughest questions I ask cricketers when it comes to batting, modern day batting. Who is better, Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar?
I think that's a very, very tough question. Sachin Tendulkar is known as the god of cricket, and for the right reasons, he has scored tons of runs when it comes to Test cricket and ODI cricket. Test cricket, you rate a batsman based on how well he plays the Test cricket. But like because of the modern day cricket now, like cricket has changed and moved to T20s, and just because how versatile Virat Kohli is, I would if I have to pick one, I would pick Virat Kohli over Tendulkar.
Oh, that's an unusual answer. Most people go for Sachin, but thank you, Sat. One last question, and then I would like you to give a message for viewers. And last question is: people who wants to follow the cricket of Saad Bin Zafar, the cricketer Saad Bin Zafar, where can they see you playing cricket this season?
So locally, I play for the club called JB Masters in Toronto and District Cricket League,
Right.
and most of the games we play in King City. So if I have to pick one spot over the weekend, you can drive down to King City and you'll probably see me playing.
Yeah, if you are looking for King City cricket grounds on the Google Maps, you need to type Maple Leaf Cricket Club King City, and you will find the grounds there. Saad, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm sure our viewers they must have enjoyed the conversation we had. But before I let you go, I want a message from former captain of Cricket Canada, a professional cricketer in Canada, to talk to cricket fraternity, cricket fans, and people who want to follow cricket. It's all yours.
So my message to the cricketing fraternity would be to keep supporting the local Canadian cricket. Cricket is growing and becoming one of the mainstream sports in Canada, and we really need your help and support. And you, just by watching and following Canadian cricket and commenting online may make a big difference, because when it comes to raising funds and sponsorship, getting sponsorship on board, you really need to show the numbers. So if you were to follow Canadian cricket, Canadian games, and then talk about it, it would go a long way. So my message and my request would be to keep supporting and keep following Canadian cricket, and hopefully soon we will make it into one of the mainstream sports in Canada.
Thank you so much, Saad. Thank you for being in the studio today.
Thank you very much for having me.
That was the very first episode of The Canadian Cricketer, and to represent the Canadian cricketer, we had the Canadian cricketer, former captain of Canadian cricket team, one of the best all-rounder Canada has produced in modern cricket. With that, I encourage everyone to follow these cricketers. I strongly believe for cricket to grow, we need to create celebrities in cricket. We need to create our cricketing heroes, and no one better to begin with Saad Bin Zafar. I hope you liked the episode today. Please leave us comments and your feedback, how we can improve, and leave any questions you have for these cricketers. See you around.